Many of the students in this class are part of IROC, and whether you've decided to switch your major or stay within a healthcare-related field, I do think this is a good thing that everyone should know how to do. I'm a CNA, and I had to pass off on this skill in order to obtain my license, so I think I am qualified to teach you guys on how to do this. Many of you might know that we have machines that are found in most facilities that do vital signs that are able to take blood pressure, pulse, and the temperature of a patient all at the exact same time. While these are used for convenience and time savers, this may not always work. An article from the Journal of Hospitals states that such devices may either fail to record a patient's blood pressure or may give us an inaccurate reading. That's why I think it's a good thing to know how to take manual blood pressure in case these devices fail us. To start taking manual blood pressure, you need to make sure you have a few things. Obviously, you need someone to take it on, and then you need the cuff itself and a stethoscope. I got this entire kit off of Amazon for $20. If you just look up a blood pressure cuff kit, it'll pop right up. It's the second or third option. Now, today we're going to be following the steps from the 10 steps of how to take accurate manual blood pressure from the Suntech article written by Kenny Anderson. The first step is to make sure the person has their arms straight, and you're going to just feel for their brachial artery. And then once you feel their pulse, you can go ahead and get your cuff. So the one from Amazon, most of them have it, but this will have a right arm and a left arm. So you just line up the arrow onto where you felt the brachial artery. So this is his left arm, so I will make sure that it's lined up right there. And then you're gonna wrap the cuff all the way around and make sure it's nice and snug on the arm. Now, since my person is able to, you can go ahead and hold that for me. And then on the stethoscope itself, the earpieces are pointed outwards. You don't want to make sure they're like this. You want to make sure they're pointing out and towards your nose. And then you're good to go with that. And then on this, you want to make sure, you twist to the right to make sure that you're able to pump it, and you'll be able to see that on the gauge itself. Now you're going to line up the scope itself. Make sure you're holding with any fingers, whatever's comfortable, just not your thumb because it has a pulse of its own. And then we can go ahead and pump up the cuff anywhere between 160 and 180. And then you're slowly going to release. And then when you stop hearing the heartbeat, you can go ahead and fully release. Now on his, I'm going to show you later on in this video, but I was able to start hearing it at about 124 and I stopped hearing it at about 78. And so then his blood pressure would be 124 over 78. And then you can go ahead and remove the cuff. And then you're all good. The sphygmomanometer is what you should be focused on while taking blood pressure. The article from Practical Clinical Skills called Blood Pressure Measurement says that you need to watch as the arrow begins to bounce within the gauge. You should hear the heart rate as the arrow bounces. This is when you know when to start and stop counting. I hope this video taught you a little bit on how to take manual blood pressure, the correct steps to do it, and the equipment you would need in order to take it. I know this may not seem like something someone would need to do or know how to do for everyday life, but I think it is something good that people should know how to do in case the machines fail us and we do need to know how to do it manually.